Hey everybody, it's me, Edward. This is my 1972 Jeep CJ6. Today, we're going to be pulling the rear end. I broke a spring perch. The welds on the axle tube broke, so we're going to be pulling that. We're going to hop right to it. So, sorry about the mess. Let's get after it. Alright, so when I built this thing, I was like 14 years old. Me at 14 thinking I was good at welding, who would have thought I wasn't? So basically what had happened is right in here, I don't know if you can see it, but the welds right in here, they broke off the housing. So when I was getting off the throttle, the whole front end, or the whole rear end would just tip forward and it would kick me to the right. So that was an issue. So today we're taking it apart. We're going to take it over to my friend Jim, and he's going to weld her up for me. Dude, I don't know how many of you guys have ever worked with someone whose nuts and bolts are just sprawled out all over the place. Can't find anything, you gotta ask, but they know exactly where it's at. Don't be one of those people. Always save your nuts and bolts, people. Always save them. So I'm gonna put those back on there, we're gonna close them, and then we're gonna drop this thing. We're like 5 minutes away from getting done. So check this out. I brought a bunch of these random little things here, and I'm really hoping that one of them fits here in this brake line. But I'm kind of doubting it, which, oh well. But there's gonna be brake fluid everywhere. I already know. But we'll see if one of these guys works, and hope it does. Right, so this is what actually happened. My spring perch, I welded and it penetrated, but I didn't get enough heat, so it didn't fully penetrate. So it was definitely attached, but years of abuse, trails, everything else finally broke it loose. And while we're down here, man, those welds really are not pretty. You could, I wish I could go back in time and be like, hey, Edward, learn how to weld, you know, but oh well, you live and you learn. And we're gonna get this over to Jim sometime this week. We'll get it back at the end of the weekend. We're going racing this weekend, so be ready for that. And I'll see y'all at the install. What's going on, everybody? We're back here. We got the rear end back. It's all done, painted up, thanks to our buddy Jim. Not a big deal. How are you? Today we're going to be installing it back in there. We're going to go for a spin, so stay tuned. We're going to get her done. Alright, so I already got it up on jack stands here, ready to go. We're just going to angle the pinion, jack her up, and get her up on the bolts down here. So that way it's level and straight and everything's ready to go. I mean, super simple process, just getting it back together, but yeah, super simple. All we got to do is hook up the shocks, get her back up on the springs, put the U-bolts in, and torque it to spec, call it good. she's done, ready to go. Brakes are all hooked up, tires are on. We're just gonna drop her on the jack. I'm gonna change my clothes, go get my wife, and we're gonna go for a ride. It runs, it drives. I need to bleed the brakes a little bit better, but she's back, boys, she's back. The driving experience of this is so good. I mean, I've driven a lot of things, you know, different things, but this is by far the most fun thing to drive. It feels great, looks great, sounds great, smells great, everything about it is just perfect, and I couldn't be more excited about this. What do you think, babe?
It's great.
It's great?
It's great.
It's great?
Yeah.
Oh, love it. Just the sound, everything. There it is. There you have it. Spring perch is done. Runs and drives just as it should. Super excited. Super clean. Love it. Like I said, one day I'll do a build series on it because it looks so good. Boy, it looks good. Dang, boy. But, yep, spring perch is done. Everything drives like it should. Looks great, too. Not a big deal. How are ya? But, yeah, there you go, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for coming.